makeup of it. That was my only thing.
There's not many black people there.
I'm not talking to you, bro.
I'm just saying.
I have a perfect answer.
You're not explaining it good.
Now let me say.
What's the word with the politickers? Big team. The mayor in the building pushing his line. Cup in here, probably 3 cup water was in and a 5th of Hennessy. Blood in there, checking shit like boarding passes. Tommy G says something to the extent of black families stingy with their EBT when friends come over for dinner or something. But undocumented Mexican workers work for $500 a week in the fields, and they share their food with no problem when their peoples come over. In the game of telephone, the signal get lost a few times. Y'all know how it go. By the time it landed on Munchie desk, it just sounded like racist bunk. Munchie had to address it. Y'all remember when he was on Peep Day's baby head? He couldn't wait to have this kind of sit down. He ain't care where it was. It ain't matter if he had to show up as somebody can't see ya. They getting down to the bottom of this. This black and brown dialogue, powered by the blind blood. He told Moose, I'm not talking to you. That shit was comedy records. Moose always inciting himself in black conversations. Blood was sick when Munchie dismissed him.
Hey, hold on. Can I get the floor?
Yeah, nah. Do your thing, Munchie.
Follows me.
Can I get the floor?
You got the floor. You got the floor.
Somebody said, you freaks.
Okay. Hey, look. We talking black and brown, and when they blend and mix, you have Blaxicans, you have
Afro-Latinos.
that's from Southern gangs, or you got Mexicans that's from Blood or Crip gangs. Mm-hmm. It happens like that. My only thing was, my question was how he thought he could say how black and Hispanic households go based on the town he from because of the makeup of it. That was my only thing.
There's not many black people there.
I'm not talking to you, bro.
I'm just
I have a perfect answer.
You're not explaining it good.
Now let me say. I got the answer.
No,
I got the answer.
No, I'm talking.
Let him land his plane.
I got the answer.
I'm not trying to hear from y'all because
Tommy, gang, I'm gonna let you
hey,
get it, right?
Hold on. What I'm talking about.
Let him finish first, and then let me finish, and then y'all say what. Let him finish first. What are you gonna say?
Sit down, Pooh. Sit
Now
down.
you see what the fuck I'm trying to say?
No, not at all.
Let Munchie
No,
land
none of that shit matters.
Mansplain some shit that don't got nothing.
Let him say what he's gonna say. Let him say what he's gonna say.
You trying to mansplain some shit that
Just let him say what he's gonna say. Just let him say what he's gonna say. Just let him say what he's
I'm
gonna
not
say.
saying nothing. That's him.
All right, what was he gonna say?
Hey, y'all be niggas out there though, please. Both of y'all.
No, do your thing. Do your thing.
There.
Blood, I said the same thing 50 times over again. Take 10.
Then who am I to know? Why would I say that since I'm from a small town? How would I know?
That's what I felt.
He got one.
Because you from a small town with a small population, the makeup, what it is, for you to say, all right, stay dangerous, bro. Yeah.
Appreciate you, YP.
I was trying to figure out how you could come to that conclusion when you haven't been in many black households based on where you from. The town.
But that's what the internet don't know. I was raised in a black household. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
But
when I stepped outside my house, that's when they were just pure Mexicans.
You didn't even know how what was season I'm talking about. You just trying to describe by the color.
I know what season I'm talking about, though, bro.
For that reason.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, let me explain it. Before anybody say something, I'm the one that know the answer.
Bro.
Nobody know the answer but me. Nobody know the answer but me. So let me just say this. Look, let me just say this. Let me explain why I said what I said. You know why I felt like I had the right to say what I said?
Not right.
But let me just explain why I think so. This is just a podcast. I'm gonna just say what I'm gonna think so.
Go ahead.
I said that because me being in a black household, how people said, you probably think I wasn't, I was. And I saw my mom getting the food stamps, right? From me, that was getting her more food stamps for having me, right? So whenever she was getting those food stamps and we had the food stamps and my homies would come over, she'll kind of be like, hey, yo, don't be bringing hella foods right here to the crib, eating all the goddamn cereal and this and that. You know we don't got that much. I didn't say that was a bad thing, bro. I never said that was this and that. You know why I got to speak on that? Because I lived it. I lived it. No, not even a bad day. I lived that. That's why I get to speak on it. I spoke on something that was a unwritten rule in a black household, and people probably got mad that I exposed it, nigga. Straight up, because whenever I go to my homies Mexican pad, they don't have EBT. You know why? Because where I'm from, how you said I'm from a small town, it's not like LA. Where I'm from, in my small town, they don't have no ID. They don't have no name. They're illegal. So when they come here, they're working in the fields, bro, picking fruit, nigga. They get $500 a week, and that's it. They're working hard for this shit. And guess what? When I go to their crib, they don't even hesitate. They're like, "Oh, your homie here? Boom, boom, boom.
So
Bust
you
him
know
a
what
plate down."
then? You
Listen,
just
they're like,
answered that.
"Bust him a plate down too." No, listen, though. I'm
in
just
the
saying
interview,
they
you
get their
should've
money
said
way.
that,
No,
though.
listen. They get their money way harder. They don't get to go just sign a paper and get EBT. Not saying that's a bad thing. You know why I'm not saying that's a bad thing? Because I thank the government for that. I had to grow up for that. If it wasn't for the government, I wouldn't have had shit, nigga.
But
Straight up. So that's why I got to say that. I'm not speaking like talking shit. I'm just trying to expose my story. It was my story. I wasn't speaking on.
Did you see that?
Hey, but come on, bro. Like, I'm not just some random fool speaking on. I'm not talking on my ass. Like,
interview you did?
Nah, I didn't.
All right, kick
I
back
could have
then.
just kept it to myself and been like, oh yeah, let's keep this forbidden. No, I just said, hey, low key. When I went, I kept it G.
I don't gotta see his interview to hear what he said, gang.
But if you a entertainer, a performer, or artist, you gotta know how to illustrate things in your interview.
That's true, but like I said, listen though.
but
Like I
see,
said, when I
yeah,
began
but-
this, I told it, telling y'all fools when you're in the background with your homie, me and Jinx. Imagine just me and him, and we wasn't on camera, and we wasn't doing this and that, and me and
We
him were
wouldn't
still.
know. We
No,
wouldn't
listen,
know.
I was about to say, imagine we were still having a drink. That would have still came out.
Yeah.
People have those type of conversations in the
It would've came
backyard
out.
talking about the nitty gritty. You get what I'm saying?
Yo, bro.
But it don't be on podcasts. How you said I'm an entertainer? I'm new to this shit, so I didn't know that was gonna give me no backlash because I was not being racist. I'm the last nigga to be racist. I'm black and I grew up off the food stamps. So how can I be racist, bro?
Right.
I'm black and I grew up off the food stamps. I'm not talking shit
Nobody
about the
said you
food
was
stamps.
racist.
Respect that.
Nobody
But
said
people
you
were
was
saying
racist.
that.
A lot of people said that.
Yeah, they
for
were trying to
sure.
say that, bro.
Look, but they see them stupid motherfuckers. They know
And they
what
get
were
the
talking
NK
about,
twisted.
though.
They think that's for
Because-
whatever.
because-
But that means Norte Killer. That's for Norteños. Ain't nothing to do with blacks. Nothing.
Nah, I never heard that as far as that.
But I'm just saying, I know what my
but-
media
but-
be saying about me, like
No,
NK,
no.
that's for something else, homie. That ain't nothing to do with
Yeah.
no black and brown. I'm with that unity. Like, I don't know what the fuck fool's tripping about, you know? That's all I'm trying to say.
Hey, what I'm saying is, if you would have illustrated what you just said in the interview, it would have projected different. You know what I'm saying? And even with the food stamp thing though, like, hey, look, where we from, even black families on food stamps, they doors open to everybody. That's what I'm saying. But we the population different, so it hit different.
So why did a couple people like low-key agree with me? But it was just some people that was on this podcast. I ain't gonna say nobody's names.
You can't if
That said some backlash about me and was in the DM trying to talk this and that, some hardcore
I ain't about to
shit.
DM you about shit.
No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
Hey, but-
It was somebody from you know cracking already. You know what's up. It's not you. No, it's not you.
Almighty
I'm saying
suspect.
somebody on this
Alright,
podcast tried to get crazy with me.
All
over
right,
that
hold
shit.
on, let Pooh
But it's
go.
not that deep,
Hold
dog.
on, Pooh.
Respectfully, I just stopped working the job. You heard me?
And they tried to send me a screenshot of
Tommy.
saying, "Oh, immigrants got to get their they got to get their papers." And I'm like, I read the date, bro. That was from 2023 to 2024. What about all the years before that and after that? That's just 1 year. They just tested it out.
Tommy,
Does that make sense?
Tommy,
Now it's back to normal. If you're an immigrant, you're an immigrant. You ain't getting no damn food stamps.
Tommy,
You gotta go in the fields and
respectfully
get on
though,
your hands
gang.
and knees and work. And they share.
Tommy,
Straight up.
so look, respectfully, right? Not even
In
like
the fields right there where I'm from in the valley, they got fruit right there. They got oranges. I worked in the oranges, bro. They had grapes, strawberries. I moved all the way. I was part of the elite team right there in my hood because guess what? They had a van. They drove us all the way. When I say elite team, I mean like with the fields. I was a fast worker, bro. Like
How old are
if
you?
I dedicate my mind to something, I could do it fast. So say people work in the fields, I would be in the fields, but fast.
Hey, yo,
Basically,
look,
they drove us all the way to Oregon, and we got hired, and we were getting double pay than what we get in Pixie, because I'm from Pixie, bro. It's from Tulare County, Fresno. Poor, nothing there. They drove us all the way to Oregon, and it was a van full of immigrants, and I'm me. I know what that feels like to be in a van full of immigrants, bro, driving to Oregon and going to work, and I worked with them. On my hands and knees, laying on the chest on a big-ass machine. There's like a bed there. You just pick fruit all day, and if you don't keep up, they make fun of you. They laugh at you. It's like a competition. Like, you got to keep up in the fields, bro. It ain't no joke right there.
Can I ask
Like,
you a question?
and after all that hard work, you make $500.
Do you think it's important to have certain conversations with the right person
Yeah,
so the
definitely.
understanding could get through? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he my boy. That's why that came out. That's what I'm trying to say. Me and him were drunk. We're having a podcast, but we was so good of a conversation. I forgot the camera was rolling. Like I said, it was like a backyard boogie type conversation. I was like, hey, yo, low key. When I was back in the days, I remember my mom used to boom, boom, boom. That's it, bro. It was nothing like.
That's
oh,
why you
yeah,
can't blame you
fuck
too
everybody.
much.
Oh,
You
this
wasn't
and this
trying
and
to be
that. It
disrespectful.
was not like that, bro.
he wasn't trying to be disrespectful.
Exactly.
But
He
look,
wasn't-
Tommy,
he wasn't
You know
being
why I can't be
disrespectful, though.
disrespectful? Because I lived it. I'm speaking on my life,
Yeah,
and
he's
I got to
speaking
say
on his
that.
experience.
But I'm
But
not
look,
talking shit.
but
Like
that's what's not wrong
I
with
had
what
to
you're
struggle
saying.
like that, and I'm saying that. You get what I'm saying?
But Tommy,
I got
but
to live
look,
that. How am I
but
being
Tommy,
racist
look,
or
this is
anything?
what, look, right? But besides, I'm not even on some being racist shit, right? I'm telling you,
He
from
can't be
somebody,
racist because he's
no,
black,
no, no.
bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying. That's
You know
what I said.
saying?
That's why I said I'm not coming.
That's why I feel so comfortable
I'm not
talking on these
coming
things.
from
I'm like, hey, we could talk about this. I could say
Bro,
nigga
look,
if I
I'm not
want.
coming from a
We could talk about
standpoint of
this
him trying to
because
be
I have the right
racist,
to do
gang.
it.
Right.
Look, I'm not coming from a standpoint
My
from
mom's
him
black,
trying
bro.
to
All
be
this
racist.
music shit I be popping, making money. Guess who gets blessed at the end of my day? Guess who I give cash to? A black
Hey, look,
woman.
Tommy, but look, let me
you
show
think
you
I'm
a
racist?
different
I give money
perspective
to
of
a
life,
black
gang.
woman. A black woman's benefiting off
Let
my
me show
rap
you a
music.
different
Hey, so,
perspective
hey,
of
I
life.
love
though.
her, bro.
You celebrate
Right.
Black History Month?
Come on, bro.
No, I'm asking.
It's not that, bro. You don't gotta ask that.
Don't try to hit me with that type of shit.
No.
Don't try to hit me with that type of shit.
Tommy, I'm about to put you on some shit.
Hey, no, let me just say this. No, let me answer him. Let me answer him.
You don't gotta ask him.
Let me answer him. Yeah, I was about to say that. Don't try to hit me with that type of shit.
That's not-
Because I'm
Yeah,
doing the
no, let him answer.
ultimate. Because I'm doing the ultimate and I contribute to a black woman.
Yeah.
You don't gotta hit me with that if
Let
I
him
celebrate
answer,
Black
let him
History
answer.
Month. Because I
Hold on,
contribute
let
to
him
a black
answer, let him
woman.
Wait, let him speak. Let him speak.
Every time I get an advance, anything I do, I contribute to a black woman. So you don't hit me with that.
No.
If I celebrate this and that, I'm doing the ultimate. I could be greedy.
He was
No.
being genuine with that question, though. He was really just asking.
Yeah.
He was,
Okay.
Hey, bro, look.
He was being
I
genuine.
say, don't try to like put me on the
This,
spot.
hey,
He
look,
wasn't trying to like click
hey,
farm
look,
you or
this what I-
nothing.
this what I look
I'm part of the clan, bro. I'm part of the clan. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. I'm part of the
This what I
clan too,
learned
nigga.
on
Don't
the stream.
forget.
Serious conversations don't need to be had on the 24-hour.
Yeah, that's what I learned.
Alcohol
I learned my
goes
lesson from that.
because I'm trying to get real answers. When I said that, this was no trick question because I had something to follow up with that.
Yeah.
I think the issue that people had with it was a generalization. So obviously, you're speaking from your experience, bro. You
I feel like people just got mad.
No.
Nah, to be honest, I feel like people just got mad because I'm hella young and they're like, why is he talking about that?
Because he feel like you feel it feel like you feel defensive more than him.
No, I'm just saying what it was. I'm saying what I see. I'm a smart dude. I know what's going on in the
I'm
world.
smart too.
People was mad because it was a generalization. It seemed like you were saying Mexicans work hard, black people on EBT and don't share their food. That's how it came off. That's how the clip came off.
That's not how I received it.
That's how
That's how everybody else
That's not what he said.
Public. That's how it was received.
And that's
I
why
keep trying to fucking
Oh
describe
my
this
God.
shit for the last point, bro.
You
I
ain't
keep
even watched
saying,
the clip.
Gang, at the end of the day, bro, you live your life how you live it. Bro, as a nigga who just been, niggas, Moose, no, nigga, I just finished working, bro. I've been working.
how he know what the fuck you talking about? He
What you mean?
argued
Because I just told
30
him.
minutes.
Because he know what I've been going through. Niggas know that I've been
That's what I'm
working
saying.
a
This is
job.
a simple ass
And
combo. Niggas
respectfully-
just drunk and we keep yelling this shit.
Yeah.
And respectfully, bro, at the end of the
For
day,
real.
bro, respectfully, that's his point of view. But I'm talking about from a nigga, listen, I did extermination for a long time, gang. There was a lot of more Hispanics that I dealt with that was more low income. So where your experience come from, I understand that. I say I'm not this. That's why I say I don't disrespect it. But nigga, from my experience, from a nigga who's been in the work field, it's honestly different from that. And I live on the East Coast and the West Coast, gang. You feel what I'm saying? And most of the people where I see when I'm dealing with the low income shit, it's usually Hispanics. It's no disrespect to them. It's not saying that y'all.
It's because they came from Mexico and they're not supposed to be here, so they can't get an ID like us.
No, it's all different types of.
No, where I'm from, though, where I'm
races,
from.
though. No, that's I'm not
Hey,
not
Tony,
talking about
hey,
just
look,
where you
I'm about
from.
to do a mic
I'm
drop.
just speaking.
I'm about to
I'm just speaking
about
on.
to get
I'm
out
just
of here,
speaking
right?
on. I'm just speaking on exactly what you was talking about. That's what I said. I'm not trying to get
only
into
thing I was trying to get
the
across-
whole racist shit.
I was trying to
I'm
see-
just saying, nigga, from a nigga who's been in the work field, bro. Like I was just thugging it out, bro, spraying roaches and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, nigga, I hear what you're saying, but I'm just seeing it from another perspective.
What y'all think of this? Tommy 411, or he just speaking his truth? If you ask me, I understand what he getting at. Everybody ain't the same, though. Some Mexicans stingy just like some black folks is. If you break bread, that just speak volumes to your character. It ain't a race thing in my eyes, more of a human thing. Like Poop said in his work field, he dealt with more Hispanics in low-income households than anybody, both East Coast and West Coast. I commend Tommy on not ducking the smoke and addressing his head on, though. A drunk Munchie ain't the easy one to debate. You see how deflated and defeated Moose is? Political street views? No, fake news.